Have you ever wondered why some men can turn a woman's disinterest into desire, while others, no matter how hard they try, fade into her memory before the first date ends? You've seen it. A man walks into a room. He's not the best looking, not the richest, not even the most talkative, but something about him changes the air. Women glance twice. Conversations shift. He doesn't demand attention, he attracts it. And here's the part that most men never understand. Attraction is not built by pursuit. It's built by presence, because female desire doesn't respond to effort. It responds to energy. What you're about to hear is not manipulation. It's alignment, the ancient psychology of polarity, rediscovered through stoic wisdom. These are the invisible laws that make a woman's emotions bend toward a man who understands himself. Let's begin. 1. The law of stillness. The man who doesn't chase leads. The greatest mistake men make is trying to create attraction by motion, by doing, by proving, by convincing. But desire doesn't rise from noise. It rises from stillness. When a man is still, he becomes a mirror, and a woman, by nature, fills silence with emotion. Most men talk too much, move too fast, explain too deeply. They try to earn what can only be drawn. The Stoics called it the calm within storms. A woman subconsciously associates stillness with power, because stillness means control, and control means safety. Think about it. When everything around her is uncertain, her emotions, her doubts, her fears, the man who stands calm amidst her chaos doesn't need to say a word. His calm becomes her curiosity. His restraint becomes her obsession. Men chase validation. Masculine men radiate certainty. You don't make her want you by speaking louder. You make her want you by being the man whose silence speaks louder than her thoughts. The gravity paradox. When you pull back, she falls in. In psychology, there's something called emotional gravity. It's the invisible force that pulls people toward emotional stability. When you over-pursue a woman, you lose gravity because she feels you orbiting her world. But when you pull back, when your life clearly has its own center, her emotional gravity begins to shift. It's not about ignoring her. It's about returning to your own axis. The paradox is simple. The moment she senses that her approval no longer defines you, she starts seeking your attention again. In London, a guy named Ethan learned this lesson the hard way. He'd been infatuated with a woman named Sarah, texting her constantly, overanalyzing every emoji. She lost interest, so he stopped. Not to manipulate, but because he was tired of feeling small. He began boxing again, focused on his career, stopped waiting for replies. Weeks later, Sarah messaged him out of nowhere. "You've changed." What happened? What happened was gravity. He no longer revolved around her. And suddenly, she began to revolve around him. Women fall toward what they can't fully understand. So when your attention becomes scarce, your presence becomes precious. In the aura of scarcity, the man of limited access. Have you noticed how people value what they fear losing? It's the same in attraction. The moment a woman feels she has you, she relaxes emotionally. But when she's not sure if she does and her mind races, and that racing is attraction. Scarcity doesn't mean being unavailable or cold. It means your time, attention, and validation are earned, not given. When you become a man of limited access, a man who moves with purpose and standards, every interaction with you gains weight. Your silence becomes meaningful. Your presence feels like a privilege. The Stoics understood this long before psychology did. Epictetus wrote, "If you wish to be loved, love virtue." In modern terms, and if you want her to value you, live by something larger than her. Scarcity is not strategy. It's self-respect made visible. And women, even those who initially feel indifferent, are drawn to men who operate on their own timeline. Because deep down they know, the man who doesn't beg for attention already has it from the world, from himself, from life. Or the emotional alchemy, turn rejection into desire. Every man will experience rejection, but only a few will transmute it. Most men see rejection as proof they've failed. The wise man sees it as proof he's free. When a woman isn't interested, the average man argues with her energy. He tries harder, explains himself, overcompensates. But the magnetic man listens to what her energy is saying and agrees with it. Because the moment you accept rejection without resentment, you remove tension. And tension removed becomes curiosity. Nothing disarms a woman's defenses faster than emotional freedom. When you're unbothered, she questions why. When you smile and walk away without bitterness, you demonstrate rare control, and that control reframes her entire perception of you. She begins to wonder what kind of man can face disinterest without ego, and curiosity is the seed of attraction. Remember, rejection is only the mirror of her current perception, but perception changes when you no longer need it to. Earth, the magnetic unknown, the edge between chaos and calm. Women are drawn to one quality above all: emotional contrast. She doesn't fall for a man who is always nice. She falls for a man who can be kind and dangerous, calm and passionate, controlled and unpredictable, because in that duality lies mystery, and mystery is the birthplace of attraction. The male energy she craves isn't constant validation, it's polarity, the feeling that you could shatter her world or save it. Not through words, through your presence. You can show this energy in the smallest ways. You hold eye contact a little longer than expected. You smile slowly instead of instantly. You speak less, but with weight. These micro-signals communicate power more than anything you could say. Women feel attraction not with their eyes, but with their nervous system. The way your energy makes her body react before her mind catches up. That's where desire lives. To become that man, you must first be comfortable being misunderstood, because mystery always threatens the ordinary. 6. The unbending frame. Never let her lead emotionally. Every woman tests the frame of a man, consciously or not. She might challenge your views, question your intentions, or pull away emotionally, not because she dislikes you, but because she needs to know, can this man lead emotionally when I can't? Your reaction tells her everything. If you panic, argue, or overreact, she knows your emotions are weak. If you stay grounded, playful, calm, she feels safe to surrender into your energy. Women don't submit to dominance. They surrender to emotional leadership. This is why Stoicism is so powerful. It teaches you the art of composure, the strength of not reacting. In dating, this composure is lethal, because when she tests you, she's not hoping you fail. She's hoping you prove her wrong. Remember, the feminine moves in waves. The masculine stands like a rock. When she feels that you can absorb her emotional storms without breaking, she begins to trust you, and attraction follows trust faster than any pickup line ever could. 7. The law of inner abundance. You can't attract what you need. Desire is not about convincing her to want you. It's about becoming the man she naturally desires. Neediness repels. Wholeness attracts. Every man who struggles with women is secretly trying to fill a hole inside himself. The need to be chosen, validated, loved. But a woman can't fill that. Only purpose, self-discipline, and solitude can. When you enjoy your own company, when your silence feels like peace rather than punishment, she'll feel it. Because women can sense inner abundance. It's in your posture, your pace, your eyes. It's the difference between looking for something to complete you and inviting someone to join your completeness. You can fake confidence for a while, but not energy. Energy doesn't lie. And when your energy says, I am already enough, hers will whisper back, I want to be part of that enough. 8. The Stoic secret. Control nothing, influence everything. Here's the deepest truth of attraction. You cannot control whether she wants you, but you can control what kind of man she experiences when she's around you. Control is force. Influence is power. Force makes her resist. Power makes her surrender. When you stop trying to control outcomes and start focusing on controlling yourself, everything changes. Your tone softens, your energy sharpens, your presence expands. That's when you become magnetic. Because women are not attracted to perfection, they're attracted to men who radiate peace and chaos. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. In the modern world, that's the ultimate attraction formula. Be the calm in her storm. Be the grounded force that doesn't flinch when she tests your patience. Be the man whose emotional gravity bends her curiosity back toward you. Not because you tried to make her want you, but because you became impossible to forget. The final law, a detachment is the ultimate desire trigger. At the end of all this psychology, the truth returns to something ancient. You attract most when you need least. Detachment isn't coldness. It's inner freedom. It's smiling when she cancels. It's walking away when energy feels forced. It's living with such purpose that her presence is a bonus, not a lifeline. Every woman is magnetically drawn to that kind of man, the one who can love deeply, but never lose himself doing it. Because a man who can walk away without anger is a man she'll always want to come back to. Conclusion. The art of making any woman want you isn't about words, tricks, or games. It's about becoming the man who doesn't need to make her want him, because his presence already does. Be still, be scarce, be mysterious, be disciplined, and most importantly, be free, because freedom is the most seductive scent a man can wear. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.